right now with the body, I would call it the body composition craze, meaning people want to lose body fat, but they don't want to lose muscle, right? That's the biggest thing. And I think a lot of times people get hung up on the number on the scale, and I would caution you against that, right? Do not worry about the number on the scale, because a lot of times you could lose 15 pounds. Is that necessarily a good thing? What if it was 15 pounds of muscle? Would that be a good thing? No, that wouldn't be a good thing. That would be a very, very bad thing. Even if you lost 15 pounds and 8 of it was fat and 7 of it was muscle, would that be a good thing? Probably not. Ketones act as muscle builders. They actually trigger something known as muscle protein synthesis, very similar to how protein works. So it's really working on both ends of the spectrum to help build muscle and prevent muscle loss. And so right now there's a big focus on how do we optimize protein intake. And so one of the things we did is we said, cool, if we're going to create a protein, we don't just want like a whey protein. We don't want just something that's like, how do we make something that's unique? So what we did was we said, how do we take something that's the equivalent of 30 grams of protein and bring it down to something that's super low calorie? And the only way to do that is we took the Keto OS Pro, put a small amount of protein in it. And if you look at the back, you'll see that. And people go, well, why is there a small amount of protein in there? That's by design. We put a small amount of protein so you get all of the amino acids that are in the protein. Yet we fortified it with the main driver of what we call as muscle protein synthesis, which is called leucine. So we took a small amount of protein, added in more leucine, which makes that protein the equivalent of about 30 grams of protein, but less calories and doesn't break a fast, right? So if I typically have a 30-gram protein shake, that might break my fast, right? A lot of calories, it might break my fast. But we designed Keto OS Pro so people can take that during a fasting window, still get the benefit of a 30-gram protein shake, yet not get the calorie load and not have the impact, right? Pretty cool design. It's one of the things that I love the way that that's designed for solely the sake of it keeps you full. It's not that many calories, yet it has the benefit of a 30-gram protein shake. That's pretty neat.